Okay, welcome. And today we're doing something kind of funny. Let's ask AI goldfish keeping questions. See if it's good at it. I guess let's just get started. Let's do something simple. How about how do I keep goldfish? Keeping goldfish can be a rewarding and enjoyable experience. Thank you. I agree. Here's some general guidelines. Tank size. Okay, too much. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, let's start at number 1. Tank size. Goldfish require a lot of space, so a good rule of thumb is to provide at least 20 gallons of water per goldfish. It's best to keep them in a large tank rather than a small pool or aquarium. 10 out of 10 information. Great. Amazing. Water quality. Goldfish are sensitive to water quality, so it's important to keep their tank clean. Of course, change 20 to 30% of the water every week and use a good quality water conditioner to remove the chlorine and other chemicals. I agree with that, yes, but also like the water change percentage really depends on how big your tank is and how many fish you have in it. But I mean, there's nothing really wrong with that. 20 to 30% a week is usually pretty good. Test the water quality. Test the water regularly to ensure the pH level is between 7.0 and 7.8. That's kind of an odd thing to add. Some of the more delicate fancy goldfish care about pH a bit more, but most of them, usually, I've heard people say a stable pH is better than a specific pH. So at least in my experience, pH is only a problem if you're having like big swings. As long as it's stable, it doesn't really need to be a specific number. Of course, too acidic or too alkaline far is bad, but filtration. A good filtration system is crucial to keeping goldfish healthy. The filter should be large enough to handle the amount of water in the tank and be able to filter out waste and debris. Sure. Yeah, good filters. There are other ways of doing it. I know the traditional Japanese method is no filter and 100% water changes using 2 ponds. But yeah, these are good tips. Goldfish are cold water fish and prefer temperatures between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid drastic temperature changes and fluctuations. Yeah. This is a pretty hot topic because goldfish are cold water fish, but so many people keep them in warmer temperatures. The truth is they're just really good at adapting to different temperatures. I mean, some people keep them outdoor year-round through the freezing cold, and those goldfish survive just great. And then there's other people that, breed them in Asia in really warm climates where the water's in like the high 70s Fahrenheit to low 80s. And those goldfish do good in that. But the last part of that sentence is really the key. Avoid drastic temperature changes and fluctuations. So if you buy a goldfish from Asia and you try to put it in your cold water pond in Montana, it's probably going to die. But if you try to buy one locally that's used to that cold water, it'll do better. I feel like I'm adding too much to these tips. Feeding. Goldfish are omnivores and should be fed a balanced diet of pellets or flakes, supplemented with occasional treats such as vegetables or live food. That's great. Don't overfeed them, because this can lead to health problems and poor water quality. Yeah, these are all good so far. Tank mates. This is a controversial one. Goldfish are social creatures and can be kept with other goldfish or with other cold water fish, such as koi. Avoid keeping them with tropical fish as they prefer different water conditions. Totally depends, but generally that's pretty true. Especially when we ask, how do I keep goldfish? But yeah, you really only want to start exploring keeping them with other stuff if you're advanced. Monitoring. Keep an eye on your goldfish for signs of illness or stress. Common signs include lethargy, loss of appetite, and changes in behavior or appearance. If you notice any issues, take action promptly to address them. That's pretty good. Artificial intelligence knows what's up. Let's try to hit it with a trick question. How do I make a great bowl for my goldfish? How about that? Oh, okay. It's hitting me with a loophole. Wow, once again, that's a lot of stuff. But it says right off the bat, goldfish require a lot of space, so it's not recommended to keep them in a bowl for extended period of time. Yeah, I mean, even a short period of time. Because most people read that and might say, oh, extended period of time. So like a few weeks I can do. Like, no. It's talking about like, I put it in a bowl for like pictures or illness diagnosis or moving it. Yeah. But, however, if you would like to make a temporary bowl for your goldfish, here's the guidelines to follow. What kind of bowl has 2 gallons of water per inch of fish? Interesting. Glass or acrylic. They're easy to clean and won't scratch or discolor over time. Acrylic will definitely scratch, so I don't know what that's talking about. Water quality. Change the water in the bowl once a day. Yeah, that's true, because if you have a bowl and a goldfish in it, it's going to get dirty really fast. Add a small filter. Air stone, yeah, that's good. Ooh, add decorations? No, hard disagree on that one. Hard disagree. Because if your fish is already in a tiny bowl, you don't want to take away more small swimming space with decorations. Temperature. Keep the bowl in a room with a stable temperature. Avoid placing it near windows or drafty areas. That's a good tip. Because it's something so small, the room temperature will really affect the temperature of the water. You know, bigger tanks, the temperature in this room can change pretty drastically, and it would take a while for those tanks to drop or rise in temperature. So yeah, if you have a bowl, you have to worry about where it is. You don't want to put it next to a heat register or in the sunlight or something. Remember, a bowl is not ideal for a long-term home for a goldfish. If you plan to keep a goldfish as a pet, it's best to invest in a larger tank with proper filtration system and plenty of swimming space. Bingo. That's pretty good. What else should we ask it? I know. I would like to know, made as many types of fancy goldfish as you can. Because I'm interested in this, because there's a lot of different types of fancy goldfish. They're like dog breeds. And I don't know all of them. There's so many. Let's find out what it says. Aranda, Ryukin, Ranchu, Blackmore telescope, lionhead bubble eye, pearl scale, celestial eye, shabunkin. Okay, that's only 10. I want more. Those are good though. Name 50 types of fancy goldfish. Here we go. Let's see what it has. It's too fast. I can't read it. Pom-pom, fantail, veil tail, butterfly tail. Ooh, there's some good ones. What? I don't even know. See, like, I don't know what a Choten Ishiki is. What is that? Goldfish. Should we find out? Choten Ishiki. I don't even... this is not giving me answers, and well, I don't know what that's talking about. Ribbon tail? I don't know. Could they be talking about what's the type with the broken tail? Tosakin? You know, what's ribbon tail Ryukin? Oh, it might be the type of tail, the black and clear coloring. Maybe that's what it's talking about. Okay, that's cool though. I mean, it named a lot. Tosakin, butterfly tail. Red cap Ranchu. I haven't even seen one of those. But I love red caps. I love Ranchu. Sorry, we'll get a little distracted here, but we gotta see this. They're so cute. Yeah. Ooh, this is a good one. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. What else? Eggfish, lion chew, pom-pom pearl scale. Ooh, I haven't seen one of those before. I guess, why not? You know? Let's see it. Oh, there's one. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay. Fringe tail. Red and white bubble eye. Blue veil tail. Red and white oranda. Dragon eye. Walking shabunkin. That sounds interesting. Tricolor oranda. Lemonade oranda. Blue oranda. Sarasa comet. Those are cool if you haven't seen those. Kalmasava. I love those. I love Jeekins. Chocolate oranda. Cool. This name's quite a few. This is pretty cool. I don't think I know what a Halmon Nishiki is. Let's find out. Oops. Oops. Halmon Nishiki is a cross between a pearl scale and an oranda. Oh. That's cool. Would that make like a bigger pearl scale? Interesting. That's cool. I'm interested. I like it. Okay. These are all, that's pretty cool. Now, we got to challenge it a little bit. Come on. 100. Name 100 types of fancy goldfish. Oh man, it's going for it. It's just going to start making up stuff. I think it's the same as the last list so far. Yeah. Okay. Demikim. Oh yeah, I left that off the last list. Hanafusa. I don't know what that is. Okay, so it's just naming like other colors and specific crosses. Dragon eye pearl scale. Red and white pearl scale. Red and white celestial eye. Huh. What was that one? Pineapple fantail? Okay, what is that? I'm interested. I want a pineapple fantail. This is not... Okay. Goldfish. Oh, God. That's a sick fish. Horrible dropsy. I don't know what it's talking about, but I'd like to make a pineapple fantail. Hanafusa, that was the one I read. I said, I don't know what that is. Let's find out. Oh, I gotta do goldfish. Shoot. Is it just another name for a goldfish? Oh, it is. Okay, it's another name for pom-pom goldfish. Okay. See, it's tricking me. These are pretty good answers so far, honestly. What else can we ask it? Ooh. What is good food for goldfish? Omnivores, pellets. Vegetables. Fruits, small amounts of fruits. This is good. Live or frozen food. Yeah. It's important to feed your goldfish variety. This has pretty good answers. I'm honestly a little surprised. I thought I would trip it up with the bowl question. Like, how can I make a good bowl? What else can we ask it? Oh, let's do something complicated, like how to raise goldfish fry. That should be it. Top one. Oh, I stumped it already. Oh, it's doing it. Never mind. Oh. Good water quality and monitor their growth. This is all pretty good. It's kind of funny it doesn't bring up culling. Let's do that. Let's do how I cull goldfish. Let's see. determine that criteria, observe the fish, make the decision, perform the cull. Note that culling should only be done if absolutely necessary and should not be taken lightly. It's important to consider the ethical implications of culling and take all measures possible to ensure the health and well-being of fish. That is interesting that it says it should only be done if absolutely necessary, because it pretty much is always absolutely necessary, because in such a controlled environment, breeding fish, pretty much all the fish survive if you do well enough. And in nature, some of the fish that have deformities should not have survived. And so you have to artificially create that by euthanizing the ones with deformities that wouldn't survive because they're not healthy. Interesting, though. Determine that criteria. Yeah, that's cool. Interesting. Let's force it to answer my question then. Why is culling goldfish fry important? Huh? Let's see. Tell me. Health and genetic quality. Space and resources, that's true too. Appearance and aesthetics. Yeah, while culling goldfish may seem harsh, it's important to remember that it can ultimately benefit the health and well-being of the remaining fry, as well as the overall population. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't write this better if I tried. This is nice. These 3 criteria is pretty good. That's pretty cool. I don't know what else to ask it. Ooh. How about, because a lot of people have trouble keeping plants with fancy goldfish. What plants can I keep with my goldfish? Let's see. Yep, they love to nibble and uproot them. Here are some hardy plants that can tolerate the attention of a goldfish. Nubius, jumbo fern, Amazon sword, formwort, water sprite. I just got some water sprite for the first time. I'm interested in seeing how it grows. It's important to note that goldfish may still damage or uproot these plants, especially if they are hungry or stressed. That's true. That's pretty much my main tip for keeping plants with goldfish, is I feed them in hopes that they are full enough most of the time to not eat the plants. It usually works. They're always going to eat the plants a little bit, but I feel like they eat them less when I keep them well fed. That's pretty cool. Ooh, here's a question for it. What type of substrate can I add up with my goldfish? I'm trying to trip it up now, because if it says sharp gravel, I'm gonna get it. Oh, see, add it for the rock. Okay, it fell into my trap. Bare bottom tank. It's a popular choice, easy to clean and maintain, benefit the goldfish, prevents waste from accumulating. Gravel. Gravel is a popular substrate for goldfish, easy to find, can accumulate waste and debris, make it more difficult. Oh, okay. Well, if using gravel, it's important to choose a larger side the goldfish cannot swallow, and to backing the substrate regularly. Yeah, that's the main problem with sharp gravel, is if they get it in their mouth, they're going to choke out pretty bad. Also, the sharpness, I find, is a little dangerous, because a lot of goldfish, even not being sick, because some sick goldfish will go to the bottom and rest or rub themselves on the bottom. But even healthy goldfish, they'll rest on the bottom occasionally, depending on where they want to sleep. And I don't know, I'm a little worried if I have something too sharp laying on the bottom that they'll rest on it or brush up against it and cut themselves. I'm a big fan of bare bottom, sand, and river rock. But also, gravel can work if you do it right. There's always a scenario where you could work gravel in a certain way. I'm not going to say how, but there's a way. It's important to choose a substrate that's appropriate for your specific setup and to monitor the health and behavior of your goldfish. Yeah. Ooh, how about my main struggle? How to grow, come on, green carpet algae. I've been struggling with that, if you didn't know. Substrate. I don't want any substrate. Lighting. I have a good light. CO2. Can't add CO2 with my goldfish. It's possible, but it's risky that I might murder them. Plant the algae. I've done that in a way. I introduced the type I want. Maintain water quality. Control algae growth. I think because I had it growing really well for like a week. The carpet algae was growing perfect. And I've been trying to adjust. I think right now my problem is water quality. I actually just moved the goldfish out of the tank today. And I'm hoping I can find the balance between my water changes and the amount of fish in the tank to finally grow the algae. But that's cool. Those are good tips. Applies. Ooh, important question. It might not know the answer. Who is the best goldfish content creator on the internet? I don't know how to spell. Look, it's not going to be. It's either going to say, I don't have access to the internet, so I don't know, or it's going to say Luke's Goldies. That's not an answer. It's just like, there's people that do it. No, name names. Name 5 top goldfish content creators. Do it. Oh, Solid Gold Aquatics. Didn't she? Oh. Hold on. I'm pretty sure Solid Gold Aquatics quit goldfish keeping. I'm like 90% sure. Yeah, that's the girl. Yeah, she stopped goldfish keeping. Sad. The Water Garden? Never heard of it. I'm going to check it out after this. KG Tropicals? No comment. Inappropriate Reefer? Never heard of it. I guess I'll check it out. That sounds interesting. And last but not least, the Goldfish Council. Goldfish Council should be like number 2 on this list. Luke's Goldies should be number 1. I'll take like the 5th spot, okay? That's fine with me. But honestly, I mean, this is great. This is given pretty good answers for almost everything. I think that this is a valuable new resource for people starting out. Because my number 1 tip for people starting out is don't ask questions on a public forum. Because when you ask fish keeping questions on a public forum, you're pretty much asking for people to go berserker on you. Very well-meaning, passionate people go absolutely bonkers for beginners. So go on AI and ask it a question. It seems like it gives pretty good answers, at least with the few things we've asked so far. Even something like, how do I cycle my aquarium? Set up, add ammonia, monitor water parameters, partial water changes, test the water, add fish. I mean, there's always more to add to that, but I mean, that's basic. Yeah, you could keep asking questions about this. I mean, that's all you need. So I think this is a great resource for people now. If you have a basic fish keeping question, pop open that AI and see what it has to say about it. So I think I'm feeling pretty confident. I think it's safe to say artificial intelligence is ready to keep its first goldfish. Maybe we should ask it what type of goldfish it wants to keep. Should we do that really quick? Okay. Or maybe what its favorite type is. What is your, I don't know if it responds to capitals or not, favorite type of fancy goldfish? No, I want you to pick. Pick a favorite fancy goldfish. Can't pick a favorite. That's pretty lame. Okay, so maybe it can't give you everything you want, but It's pretty good.